Hey guys, so today we're going to be doing the Binah thing. Binah? Like I don't know how Hebrew. I don't know how Hebrew is pronounced.
I'm inclined to say Binah.
Sure, we'll go with Binah. Yeah, so we're going to do the Binah story as sort of a. It's I know some of it was kind of mixed into previous videos, but we just want to have it nice and concise.
Consistent like.
Yeah, consistent like. Consistent like.
Aha. Okay. You're back. Did you have fun while I was locked up in here? I'm sorry. I had words to make it better.
Oh, you said in.
Yes.
I was like, I don't see where you got that wrong, but okay.
All right. Don't worry, I'm not mad at you.
In here.
Oh, agony, you will never leave me, so I came here to honor you. What?
She's being facetious.
Yeah, but is she talking about me? Is she saying I did that to her?
I believe so.
Okay. Go on. It's hard to know the flow of time in this place.
There's a thing called a clock.
So this eternity saved me. Have you ever seen shrouds of a huge river that cross the entire city?
Here we go again.
If you get downstream after the wild rapids and a winding current, you will see an enormously broad but peaceful meadow. That land is covered with all kinds of mud, sand, and sludge that has come from upstream. Those which weren't caught by the upper stream and midstream would finally end up here at the bottom. To receive all the sludge that piles up, I would recommend a strong back that won't break easily.
Why would we be receiving the sludge?
It's weird. I read that, and then I realized I didn't understand it, and I double took. Okay, go ahead. I've seen many wells here.
H.G. Orson.
I have to draw water every day, but the water level never seems to lower. I want that one, yeah. Do the first
What is a well?
The well is so deep that the bottom cannot be seen.
That doesn't answer the question.
Yeah. And has been the source of all mankind and their relics from ancient times.
What are ancient times?
The water inside the well has never flowed outside. There have been only a few ripples that permeated from the leaves that fell from the winds. What? Yes.
Does she not know how wells work? Because you tap a water supply to make the well.
Okay, I see. No, yeah, I'm understanding her language. The leaves that fell from the wind blowing the leaves off into the well.
But the metaphor is confused because this isn't how wells work.
I mean, maybe it was a warning for those who were thirsty, trying to quench their thirst.
With stagnant water that has never flown outside the well. Also, there are leaves.
Yeah, in the well, yeah. But it was you who put the...
Oh my god! Oh my god, the twist. This changes everything, Evan. I have to go write my fanfic now.
But it was you who put the bucket in the well. But it was not you who poured the water.
There's a third party. The plot reveals.
Don't ask me for my name.
Even though you can see it right there on the display.
Binah. Okay. Alright. Possibly. Okay, maybe that Binah that we see is a sort of... It's a spelling, but you know how words, Roman letters take on different pronunciations in different languages, so maybe...
I mean, that also might be her human name.
Oh, yeah. Okay, no, that's much easier. All right. Binah is not a name.
I mean, is she doing like a tsundere thing? Like, don't ask me my name, also here's my name.
It's the sad name of the place where many graves are located.
Are we talking about literal graves?
I'm the one who draws the water.
But who pours the water?
Why have you come to this place, and what do you wish to draw?
Smiley face.
Oh, wish me to draw. Motherfucker.
Same answer.
Ah. That was sudden. That's Hawkman.
Oh, that's Hawkman. I mean, there's no metaphors in here.
Yeah.
So.
No. Are you looking at... Oh, those are tombstones.
There's no pepperoni.
Are you looking at all the tombstones of this place? It's a sight to see. There have been days where I've spent reading all the meaningless letters written on them. Where I've spent reading all the... Yeah, okay.
No, that works.
Yeah.
That works. So, this is all gibberish, apparently.
Yeah.
Eggs, milk, cheese, fish, souls.
There are also coffins. It is death itself, but the possibility of birth.
That's not how death works, or coffins.
But also the possibility. I've been guarding their coffins for many years. I perform the dedications for those who cannot leave here.
Eventually they'll evolve into wheezings.
That's one of the few things I do here. If you spend enough time in the grave...
I feel like that's a sentence that should never be.
You can hear the whispers of the dead. The sound of their words so dark it makes me feel like I'm being filled with black water.
Ah, the edge.
Seeing as you are taking a look around here, you must be starting to get bored.
A little.
I don't always have guests, and I would feel bad to only show you these tombstones.
Now let me show you these tombstones. Over here.
Yeah, I like the floating ones.
Did you call Binah? Binah? Do we agree on B?
I think it's Binah.
Okay.
I would guess. The boundary of this employee had once crumbled. Mm-hmm. What's your name?
My name is Nathan.
This one was in charge of extracting ego.
So are we talking like a ghost employee? Or like a brain in a jar kind of situation?
Nah, he just works in a different department now.
She's talking about him in the past tense.
He happened to see the inside of the well by chance, but luckily survived.
And then died.
He had to pay for looking into the well, but they managed to save him by giving him a maximum dose of enkephalin. After that, he was able to return to work. But once you glimpse the crack of the boundary, you can never go back to the world where you once belonged. Do you want to see something interesting? Nathan, could you tell the manager what you saw, and what you had to forget?
From the tombstone, there are sleeping people deep down.
They're the ones who are dreaming good dreams. At the same time, they are called the well in the language of this place.
So, is she talking about like a proper noun well? Is this like the head kind of deal? Like, should this have been capitalized?
Well,
the
I
whole
think
time?
I remember that they were saying that the well, or was that the river? It was either.
I think it was the puddle.
It was either the well or the river that was the wellspring of possibility, and Lobotomy Corp disturbed it in such a way that it popped out abnormalities so they could farm it for positive and.
I remember that. I don't remember if the well language was used.
Yeah, or was that the river or it was the something?
Well, there was a forest, and
was there a forest?
the forest is where the birds come from.
No, you're just making shit.
No, seriously.
No, you're not.
The three birds.
Oh yeah,
they come from the black forest.
They do.
Or whatever.
And the river is in the Black Forest.
Sure.
No, I think they were guarding it. Just draw the bucket from the well.
Capitalize things. Is the bucket also a proper noun? We need to extract them and inject cogito. Cogito.
Then what? What did you see?
That man. That.
Keep going.
He. In the well.
He passed out, poor thing.
that these people...
Pick that one. Don't worry. He won't even last a day with a mind as weak as his.
So did she just bring him out to make him, like, snap?
It is easier to do nothing and just watch the sands fall away, rather than trying to stop the sandcastle from collapsing. Yeah, okay, guys. You know, if you've built a sandcastle, it's easier to let it collapse than try to prevent its collapse.
No, I'm half expecting the sandcastle to also be a proper noun for something. The sandcastle is inside the forest adjacent to the river.
Okay.
And it was built using the bucket. See? It all ties together.
Well, the easiest sandcastle is to take a bucket,
exactly,
fill it with sand, turn it upside down, take the bucket off.
See, the bucket is
put little windows.
The bucket is a metaphor for the shortcuts that Lobotomy Corporation took to produce energy.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I've been seeing what this child saw for hundreds of thousands of times, or even more.
The child is also a proper noun.
Yeah. Why? Why am I okay?
Sure.
Why am I still sane enough to talk with you peacefully?
That's not really what I asked, but okay.
I can barely contain my spirit thanks to my mechanical body. Yes, the strong back that never breaks. But, did you forget I was also born from a human mind? Meh. However, one good thing. Even if I go crazy and run amok, destroying everything including you.
Not that that would ever happen, mind you.
No. I have her to turn my power off. You mean Gebra? But if that day really comes, I would rather you kill me than her.
No deal.
It's the least you can do. To a confined person as me.
Everyone gets stabbed by Gebra. That's how Lobotomy Corp
She
works.
got a creepy smile there.
Yes, she did.
Like, that was weird.
I saw it while my finger was depressing the button and thought, oh, that's weird. That was 2, right?
Yes. Fierce fights break out every day here, just as you have lived until this moment. Okay. You've seen this countless time, haven't you?
Countless time.
Yeah.
I can't even count the amount of time.
No.
The one time.
With enough time, abnormalities come back to life, no matter how many pieces they're broken into. It's one of the facts that drive Gebra mad. She took too long to realize that abnormalities are to be exploited, not terminated. Or perhaps she just couldn't shake the anger of her past off. Well, it's none of my business. All I know is that I will never see old her again.
For once, Binah and I are of like mind.
Still, I'm awestruck to Ego's potential whenever I see her berserk. Why am I awestruck?
Why did awe hit you, Binah?
Extracting ego is one of my many works. That's why I'm naturally drawn to it. In fact, there are many weapons that hold enormous power in this world besides ego. Artifacts from outskirts, ruins, and singularities of the wings, or crude inventions made in backstreets. Using them correctly would result in weapons that would fairly stand against abnormalities. Okay, fairly.
Fairly.
Like as in, yeah, I get it. But giving those weapons to employees who have never learnt about combat outside the basic training is as futile as teaching a baby bird how to hunt.
I mean, what if it's like baby punishing bird?
The rabbits are specialized at killing. As long as they have enough ammunition, they can kill anything. Unlike our employees, who can't even handle weapons properly.
I mean...
Combat prowess is not one of the requirements, after all. But they don't have to learn how to use ego. Its power grows accordingly to the wielder's heart. Oh, does it now? You know how to use them at the moment your hand touches them. Okay.
Oh, that explains a lot.
Yeah. However, even with this power, Most of the employees barely stand a chance against abnormalities.
Not even a chance, just chance.
I haven't seen anyone who can draw out its true potential, besides the red mist. Wielding ego is donning someone else's ego. It's not the wielder's power, it's merely borrowed, imitated. If I knew that before I had been locked in here, I would have done anything to get my hands on them.
Like, kill a bunch of people.
Then the circumstances may be different greatly.
They might be. Speak English proper, might I?
After I am contained here, I am ordered to merely extract ego, forbidden from holding it. They're scared even though my bloodthirstiness is locked behind this metal wall. Do not worry, I have nothing left. But you never know. The yearning for blood may rise again, for they are merely sealed, not eradicated.
Okay, and 4.
The world you stayed in was bright once. There were sun, moon, and clouds floating around them. It was the world of light. But you couldn't stay there. They have robbed you of countless things. You lived with incomplete heart, holding on to the void. Nobody could understand you, nor embrace you. Eternal loss dominated your heart. I was one of your robbers. Ooh. I was looking down on your struggles, standing on top of the world.
Like, literally?
Not only you. I've seen many other struggles. It was no less futile than a bug's wriggling. All I had to do was just step on them a few times.
Literally?
But rarely, some of them clenched their teeth and climbed up, dragging their broken bodies. It looked like it will be a delightful trial. Trail, okay. I sipped a cup of tea few times before I took off.
This is like Mad Libs. There's no, like, connection. She flips in and out between, like, allegory and being literal. And so there's, like, no rhyme or reason to the flow of this speech.
But as you can see, the red mist got the best of me.
Metaphorically speaking, but also yes.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out how Binah would chuckle, and I can't. Yeah.
Ha.
And you gave me pain just as much as I gave you. You know how to break one's mind besides a gruesome torture or use of violence. After everything's done, you collected every bit of human in me and threw them in this hole until even the soul is rotten. You may have told yourself that I deserve even more than this. Then you must be an upholder of justice, are you not?
No, just us.
Huh. If it is so, why are you standing there looking like a prisoner just like me?
Is this the end line? Because that's cool. That's a really cool line to go out on.
Nah.
That would have been awesome.
You, who fearfully avoided my dying gaze. Why here, being punished like me? Well, while this is a satisfying view to me, is this what her great idealism came to be? You've dragged down your own hero. Yep. To think your duty is fulfilled after shedding a tear at the funeral of the innocents. When their bodies are still restless? Wait, why is that a question? Okay. Sure.
She's asking if you think that, it's enough just to be sad at the funeral. So
just sounded weird. It sounded like that's the kind of thing where you'd ask the question and then you'd give that kind of, while you're still being a douche, period, answer. I wanted it to be that. Okay.
I think just because of the weird way they break up the sentences, that all should have probably been like a single sentence.
Ironically, you found a hope in all this misery.
don't think that's what irony is.
The material that the bucket...
The bucket actually is a problem.
It's capitalized. The material that the bucket is made of. The gateway to everyone's river. You use the bucket to draw the water from the other's well. The bucket rises with the water of a person from the well of a person.
Sure.
The ancient river. Flowing at the bottom, even before the world is born. It's drawn, whether the person consent or not. A change sometimes comes when the bucket that holds her saturated ideal and others' ego.
You added sometimes.
What?
I don't even know why you said that. You said a change sometimes comes.
Oh, god damn it. Sure. About the bucket,
we gotta
please.
ask about the bucket.
Perhaps it's hard to understand by just listening. Ah. How about I show you her miracles? It's burdensome, but for you, anything. People who are selected long ago are waiting. I bring them accordingly to the record. Let me introduce. This is Nameless.
The name is ironic.
He has nothing left, for he has abandoned everything that is himself long ago. To him, things like remains of the past or pain of the present are not important. He only sees future. Have you dreamt well? Yes, you shall dream eternally as you want. Employees will inject cogito soon. What river does flow in you? What world do you hold in you? There are as many worlds as many people are. Discovering them is quite fun. Nobody can see. Wow, the face. Holy shit.
I wouldn't have even seen it. Because I was too busy paying attention to the text if you hadn't pointed it out. Holy shit.
Nobody can see this. That's why they are adjusting the level of cogito to my order. Being blind and deaf. Harumph. People should not make an eye contact with the drawer.
I think that might be the best line in the entire game. Holy shit. That needs to be on a t-shirt. Also, I think this screenshot, I think this screen, which I'm going to screenshot now, I feel like this kind of sums up everything about Binah that you need to know.
Okay, how about this, Alex? Like, we go to... wait, who's the studio? Type Moon?
Type Moon, yes.
We go to Type Moon, get permission to make...
Project Moon?
Yeah, Project Moon.
Project
no,
Moon.
Type Moon is the Tsukihime.
Yeah.
We go to Project Moon, see if they'll give us permission to put that Binah with that line under her on a t-shirt. Like, that Binah face. And that line, and we will start our merch shop. I must gaze into his eyes until the end. I can't look away no matter how painful it is. In those eyes are unbearable void and things that should not exist that only I can endure.
Challenge accepted?
Ah, normal eyes. This is the punishment you gave me. Normal person would have gone mad. Like, I couldn't hold it together.
No, see, normal person is the local superhero.
Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry.
He's very good.
Normal person would have gone mad thousands of times. Thanks to you, I can be granted with the bless of madness.
Can't.
be granted with the bless of madness.
I mean, it only makes slightly more sense.
The only thing I can do is to lock myself in my eyes. Wow.
Yeah. Those are words.
Okay. Now we wait. We need more time. To see if it can be sent up to start anew, or is to spend eternity here in the pillar with me.
Or is to spend... Okay, sure.
Yeah. Now, do you know what these pillars hold?
More buckets?
Let's say you're lucky today. Sometimes, when cogito level is inadequately adjusted, things that should not exist come up like fragments.
And buckets.
Funny that I say this, but it's like an adverse reaction that comes as a price for doing unspeakable to a human being.
That's why we didn't speak of it.
Yeah.
Except we did.
The bucket draws other things than what we need, such as abyss that's asleep beneath the humanity, subconsciousness, and every possibility.
So if you're remembering correctly, and if the well actually is like a proper noun,
Yeah.
is the bucket the thing they use
Yeah.
to pull stuff out of the
Yeah,
well?
the bucket must be how they interact with the well.
Has that been the purpose of this stupid metaphor?
Probably.
The whole time?
Yeah, probably. Because I could have I don't remember, but wasn't there something about a skull being pulled up in the river and the bucket?
I kind of tune out, when she starts getting like. Ready.
There's a hole in the bucket, dear Liza. Dear Liza.
Dear Liza, a hole.
Yeah.
Fix it, asshole.
So yeah, the bucket must be like some device that they stick into the well or it's the river. I don't know.
To draw out
and
abnormalities.
Then they configure it to say, okay, we want this to come out, but it doesn't always work because it's Evangelion science. So sometimes like an angel comes out and it's horrible, and then we have to lock it up. And
Well, no, the purpose is to
oh
lock it
no,
up.
that's right.
Yeah. And also, now that I'm thinking about it, I believe the process of selecting a new abnormality is called extraction.
Oh,
so
yeah,
they're
right.
extracting the abnormality from
oh, look at that.
whatever.
Okay, wait, hold on. Mind about to be blown.
There's actually some cohesiveness.
Mind about to be blown, because remember when we're picking the abnormalities?
Yeah, that's what I was just talking about.
And it's like those little, they look like little kind of elevator like chambers.
Yeah, yeah.
And they're on the thing. So maybe they just dip a containment cell into the well, and when they bring it up, there's an abnormality in there.
Like when you're dipping an egg.
Yeah, and then they just, and then like Cabin in the Woods style, they just insert it into the facility, and then it gets worked on.
That would make sense.
Okay. I feel like I'm learning about this universe. I'm into this more. Okay.
I still hate the metaphors.
Did I read that? I don't know.
I don't think you read it. I think we were busy talking.
They're out of our control. We can't do anything about them, except murder them. They float around, echoing with the abnormalities, and eventually manifest themselves once the time comes.
It's not murder if they can regenerate.
Yeah, true. Well, maybe. They're what you call ordeal. Oh,
You can't be prosecuted for murder unless they can produce a corpse.
I mean, they can, but then the corpse is temporary.
Well, the corpse. I mean, the abnormalities grow back like immediately.
Oh, true.
So there's no time for a corpse.
Oh, okay.
Ergo, habeas corpus.
So that's our deals.
Huh.
Fortunately, our firepower can suppress them, but that's all we can do.
For some reason, they're weak to shark heads and bird faces.
Yes, as you heard. Extracting an abnormality is my work. Oh, so she dips the bucket into the well.
I guess so.
But creating it was Carmen's, who you buried a long time ago. Yeah. She's the mother to all abnormalities. Wait, Carmen was Angela?
Yeah. I mean, they haven't actually. I don't think they've actually revealed that, but it's like been.
But we've seen Carmen talking
it's-
with Angela's weird little side.
Yeah, it's
bar
been
thing.
it's been heavily implied to the point where
okay.
I forget if we're not supposed to know that or not.
How do you feel now that you know those abnormalities you faced are part of these pillars? Wait, when was that what this was all about? Okay.
Sure.
So the abnormalities, but they don't die. But these pillars, I thought these pillars were the graves of somebody.
Buckets.
Okay, go on. You don't feel anything to this agonizing view, do you? Yes.
You don't feel anything to this view.
Running away from your memory and acting as if nothing has happened is your specialty, after all. Ah.
Okay.
Was that 4?
That was 4.
Should we just do... Should we do 5?
Well, we did 5 in the previous video.
No, that's right. Yeah, that's what I
Well,
heard.
it's going to be the subsequent video when I reorder this playlist.
Yes,
so.
okay. No, yeah, I'm sorry. I forgot.
All right. So
the confusing story confused me.
it's fine, because now I really want to kick her ass.
Yeah, okay.
So, off to suppression.
Off to play.
See you guys next video.
Next time.